Hey, welcome. It's 11:20 on Thursday, and I don't know if anyone is here or at work, if you're on the East Coast, or on vacation if you're in Europe, because it's August and that's what the lovely Europeans do. They get to enjoy life in the month of August and take vacation. If you're on the West Coast, you're just waking up. Good morning. Or maybe you've been up for a while and you're meditated and starting your day. Anyway, wherever you are, if you're curious about what's happening right now, tune in, join us. Welcome, everyone. Send me some loves. Let me know that you're here. Some comments, names, people, places, emojis. I just want to take this live video that's happening and share it to the Make Miracles Everywhere group. So just give me a minute while I do that. I'm not the most tech savvy. I'm not that good at all this tech stuff. Okay, so Make Miracles Everywhere. I am live. Join me now. Okay. Let's do it. I'm really excited. I'm glad you're here. Hang with me while I send this out because I have something super important to tell you, and I'm really jazzed about this. Make miracles everywhere. I also just said jazzed. Make miracles everywhere. Share. Okay. I think I did it. Is there anywhere else I can share this? Let's see. Light workers of the world. Okay. Anyway, that's enough for now. Hi, you're here. Okay, so here's what I want to start to say to you right now. On Sunday, if you don't know and you haven't been opening my emails, or you don't get my emails, both of which are fine, but I encourage you to get my emails because I share a lot of spiritual stuff in there. And if you're interested in a spiritual journey and how to have one and what to do, then it'd be great if you reached out and got my emails. It will help you because I share only things that have helped me. So I only speak real truth that has made a difference in my life. Nothing that is not real do I ever share. It's always based on my own experience, strength, and hope. And what I want to share with you today is more experience, strength, and hope around making miracles and why you absolutely can have miracles happen in your life. And one thing that I love are definitions. I love the dictionary. I love the thesaurus. The definition of a miracle. I'm going to read you three. One is a surprising and welcome event that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws and is therefore considered to be the work of divine agency. The other is a highly improbable or extraordinary event or accomplishment that brings very welcome consequences. So basically, a miracle is a surprise and welcome event, or a highly improbable and extraordinary event. So whatever you think a miracle is, that's great. The dictionary tells us it is a surprise, welcome, highly improbable event that is considered to be the work of the divine. Do you want this to happen in your life? I hope the answer is yes. Even if you don't want to do the training, I hope you want miracles in your life. Who doesn't want highly improbable welcome events? I want as many highly improbable welcome events as possible. My whole spiritual journey is aimed at producing highly improbable welcome events. And there is a caveat. I want to be clear that miracles, that a surprise and welcome event, a highly improbable, extraordinary event, is not something that happens poof, all of a sudden. My guru, my teacher, my very, very special teacher says enlightenment or self-realization, which is what I'm aiming at, is a gradual process. I do not like that. I would very much prefer to have like a bright white light shine down in my dream or from the top of a mountain or appear before me. And I just like wake up one day totally transformed. And all the miracles that I ever could have wanted are in my life. And I am self-realized and I see God everywhere and in every person and in everything. And all the things that I want and need are all of a sudden just in my life, poof, without work. But all my spiritual teachers tell me it does not happen that way. And because when I do what they have suggested in the past, they've been right, I know, and because based on my own work and my own process, I know that it doesn't happen that way. Miracles don't happen just like poof. We have to do the work. I have had so many miracles. I actually keep a miracle journal so that I can remember all the miracles that have happened in my life. Some are big miracles, like I ask for a certain amount of money, or I need a certain amount of money to come into my life, and I put it out there to the universe, and somehow in the most bizarre ways, that amount of money comes to me in ways that I could not have planned, in highly extraordinary, surprising, improbable ways. That money comes to me. That's like a bigger miracle. A smaller miracle is something real. I'll share this. It's really strange. Something really strange that happened was like my internet was having problems and it was going in and out. And I called the company and they didn't do anything about it. Or I thought they said, oh yeah, we'll get back to you. We'll send someone out there. And then I never heard from them again. And a week passed and I work from home. So my internet is super important to me. If I don't have internet, I can't work. I can't talk to you. Hey, Juliana, yay. Someone joined and gave me a hello. I love to hear hello from Cape Town, South Africa. Oh, amazing. Thanks for tuning in from so far away. Great, you caught us right in the middle of a description of a recent small miracle, but a miracle nonetheless, because it fits this definition. I'm talking about the definition of miracle and how we make them, and a miracle is a surprising and welcome, highly improbable or extraordinary event that is considered to be the work of a divine agency and brings very welcome consequences. So I'm saying, who doesn't want miracles? So where was I? Oh, so if I have no internet, I can't work. I work from home. I can go to a coffee shop, but I don't like the noise. It's hard for me. Can't do Facebook Lives from a coffee shop. You'll never be able to hear me. I like the energy of my home. You see my altar right back here, you know? So I work from home. If I don't have internet, I can't work. It's really hard. So I called the internet company and they said, sure, we'll send someone out there, but they didn't give me a day or a time. And then the internet came back on kind of strangely, like 4 hours later. And I just said, okay, it's working now. 1 week later, I was just about to sit down to go to work and I was posting something on Instagram and it wouldn't post and it said, cannot find an internet connection. And I was like, oh no, not again. No, I can't afford to lose like 4 or 5 hours of work or have to leave. I was just about to get on a call for a meeting. And all of a sudden there was a knock at my door. Who was it? I bet you can guess. It was the internet guy. They had sent him out and he arrived at my house at exactly the moment that my internet went down, when it had been working fine. I never heard from them that whole week. I didn't know I even had an appointment scheduled. My internet had been fine up till then, with the exception of that 1 4-hour outage, which I thought was maybe like a weird Mercury retrograde thing. All of a sudden my internet goes down, and at the exact moment the guy comes, what does he do? My internet's traditionally really slow. He takes the modem that's old upstairs. He gives me a new, faster one. He brings it downstairs where I work so that it will work faster and better. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to call and get angry with the cable company for not getting back to me. I didn't have to ask for anything. All I had to do was kind of like put it out to the universe. Like, I really need to be able to work. Working is really important. I love working. I have things to share. I have things to do. I want to work. Help me to work. And I personally, I put that down in my miracle journal. Like, that's a miracle. I didn't have to do anything, and I got better, faster internet at exactly the moment I needed it. I would consider that highly improbable. So that's an example of a miracle. And in the Make Miracles Everywhere training on Sunday, which I'm giving on the 19th at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and if you can't be there, don't worry, it doesn't matter. You can get the recording. I'm going to talk about more ways of seeing these miracles in your life and how to create them. And what I was saying before is that Miracles are surprises or highly improbable, but they are not without effort or work on our part. There are things that we can absolutely do to create the circumstances or the conditions, you know, like think of a garden. A garden, if well taken care of, can grow beautiful flowers, like really beautiful flowers grow in a garden, but only if you take care of the soil, only if you put the fertilizer in, only if you water it properly and you care for it and you take out the weeds and you keep away the insects. Like, it takes work, and then the flower blooms and it's like, oh my God, what a miracle. Like, flowers are miracles. I don't know how they grow. I don't know what divine cosmic mind created so many forms of of flowers. Like, look at these beautiful gladiolas behind me. Like, I couldn't have created those. I mean, all the colors, like, nature has so many miracles. But it doesn't just happen. Like, the miracles come in the garden when you tend the soil, when you plant the seeds, when you water them. It's the same thing with miracles in our lives. If you are sitting there waiting and wondering, when am I going to get this promotion? How come I'm not making as much money as I want? When is the guy going to come or the girl going to come? I really want this relationship. I want my spiritual soulmate, or I want to feel closer to God, or I want to have a better relationship with my parents, or I need more money. I want to start my own business, and I want to teach yoga or meditation, or you want to do something else. You have this dream and you're waiting for it to happen, and you're like, God's just not bringing me any miracles. I don't know. No miracles in my life. I don't see them. Well, I want to tell you that there are miracles in your life. You may not see them. That part is true. God wants to bring you miracles. God always wants what's best for us. God wants us to be only happy, joyous, and free. God is absolute love, absolute intelligence, perfect soul. All of those things I know. And if you don't know them, that's okay. You will know them. Stick with me. We'll talk about it. But I know those things based on my own experience in a spiritual program. I know God wants me to have miracles. What keeps me from that is me. And it's the little me, the small self, not the big capital S. You know, in yoga, we talk about self-realization with a capital S. The big self doesn't keep me from that, but the small self, the ego self, the part of me that's in fear, the part of me that somehow believes I'm not worthy, the part of me that thinks I'm not good enough, all of these things that the ego tells me, and believe me, they tell me these things every day. Every day I have this ego in my mind, in my heart, saying, you can't do that. But I know that there's a secret. I have a secret weapon. My secret weapon is the divine power of the universe. And I know that I can do that. And I know that if I take certain steps every day, I will make it more likely for the miracles to occur. Some of the steps are practical steps. Like, if I want to start a business, there may be practical steps that I have to take. Juliana just said, I think that a miracle is a creative act, and all creation starts with a thought on which we act in faith, firstly in ourselves. Juliana, that is so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. You're absolutely correct. And what you said is that it's a creative act, and it starts in ourselves. And that's so true. It all starts in ourselves. Everything in our lives is exactly the product of all the choices we've made. Some things in our lives we can't control, like there are karmas, and we're given a certain set of circumstances, certain parents, certain economic conditions, social conditions, where you're from, what part of the world you're born in. All of that is karmic. We don't determine that. But as we become adults, we determine what we do with all of that. Just like Juliana said, firstly in ourselves. We determine what we do with what we have. And we decide whether we believe we're worthy of the life that we say that we want. So if you say you want something, and I know there's something that you want. I know everyone watching this has things that they want. You wouldn't be human in embodiment if you didn't want things. I want things, we want things. Even if we're on the spiritual path, unless you're self-realized, you probably have wants. And some of those wants for things might seem like miracles, like things that you could never have dreamed of. Like 6 years ago, when I was sitting behind the desk of a corporate office, working in finance, if you had told me one day you will be teaching spirituality and miracle making and about meditation and yoga and the spiritual path to people, working for yourself and making money doing it, I would have been like, and sounds like that would be a miracle. And lo and behold, here I am. So there was a set of miracles actually that brought me here, one of which was losing my job. In retrospect, losing that job was a miracle. And Paulo Coelho also writes about how he wrote his first book only after he had lost this job, this cushy job that he thought he would have forever. And then he's, in retrospect, you can see that losing his job was a miracle, an act of the divine. But along the way, we have to take certain steps to get there. And I want to give you and empower you with steps and tools that have proven in my life to work to create the circumstances for miracles, for my wildest dreams to come true, for me to be able to do what I know is really my purpose in life to do. And part of that is to share it with you. So if you have questions and you're on the fence, or you're not sure, or you don't believe, or you think maybe you can, but you're feeling stuck, or you're not sure exactly what to do, you've tried many things, you haven't tried many things, wherever you are in your life, if there's something you want to change, you can. And I'm going to give you concrete daily tools and actions to make those changes. That's what you're going to learn in Sunday in the training. I'm going to take you through a process. There's going to be some pre-work. I'm going to talk about miracles. And then I'm going to give you the pre-work. That's like kind of the weeding out of the old weeds and stuff, and laying the groundwork with fresh, clean soil. And we're going to plant the seeds. You're going to decide, what are those seeds? What do you want to plant? What do you want to bloom in your life? Make the choice. And then someone who I love very dearly always says this to me. The questions are, what do you want? And what are you willing to do to get it? I'm going to give you tools that will help you get willing to do whatever is necessary to make the miracles occur. Because so many times what's blocking us is ourselves. And it's our own limiting beliefs. It's our own feelings of not being good enough, or not being worthy enough, or being afraid of the light. There are so many fears that come up. There's so many ways that we don't feel like we deserve to have the life of our dreams, or all the miracles, or we don't want to see it. It's like part of me used to not want to believe that things could be better, because then I might have to take action to bring me to that point. And that was scary. I didn't know if I could do it. But then the pain of being where I was got so great that I started to take different actions, and I started to try to, cultivate a new garden. And I have done many things, and I found a process that really works and that gives you a life that's beyond your wildest dreams. And I want you to have that. It's truly my deepest desire for everyone to find their heart's desire and to live the life of their true path, their fullest purpose, their fullest potential. I want everyone to step into their power. I believe that the universe needs this. It's the only way for us to shift what's happening in the world, is for us to work within ourselves and to believe that we're worthy of more, and to welcome the gifts and miracles of creation. So that is what you're going to learn on Sunday. You're going to learn how to do that, how to make miracles, how to do the work every day, how to bring them into your life, what you can do, what your part is. And if you have any questions about it, let me know. Write me comments, write me emails, put them in the comments under this. I'll respond, but I want to know what's holding you back. Why not learn to make miracles? I mean, think about how much money, I don't know about you, but I've spent a whole lot of money on therapy over the years, and on different healing modalities, and all of that is great. But the price of this workshop is not expensive. It's $45 for one, $54 for two. So you can split it with a friend. You can do it for almost $27 each, basically, or you can give it as a gift, because it's a process that actually works really well with a friend. I mean, a private session with someone is what, between $150 and $250. You know, individual coaching, individual therapy is expensive. This is a workshop that I promise you is going to give you daily, weekly tools that are going to help clear out the muck that is cutting us off, cutting you off from all the gifts that the divine God, goddess wants you to have. The universe wants you to have this. I know it. I just know it. It's true in my life. It's been taught to me by all the great saints and masters. It's us who get in the way. And so I want you to have this. That's why this workshop is not that expensive. You know, other workshops, summits, upwards of hundreds of dollars. For $45 in 2 hours, you're going to get practical tools, and then you can practice them. And they'll only work if you practice them. So if you're going to come to the workshop and you think that I'm going to give you the answer in an hour and a half, and after that, you're going to achieve self-realization, I hate to tell you that I cannot do that. But what I can do is give you tools and actions that you could take every day to bring you to that place and to bring more self-acceptance, more self-love, and most importantly, more joy into your life. So yay, I'm glad you guys like this. I'm glad you're here. And share this video with your friends. Share this video with anyone who you think might need to hear a little bit or want to hear a little bit about change and miracles and miraculous transformation and becoming a co-creator in their life. Thank you so much, Juliana. Believe in yourself and the collective power and energy of the universe. I absolutely do. I absolutely will. I absolutely believe in you. Thank you for joining me for this live stream. I will see you guys soon. And I hope to see you tomorrow for the Friday morning meditation that I'm doing weeklies Friday at 10 a.m. And I really hope to see you on Sunday. All right. So much love to you guys. Bye. I love you.